Hi everyone, this is a podcast looking at question 2 on the Sharks WJEC reading exam foundation level. This question 2 the question is, according to the internet article Shark Attack, what can a person do to reduce the chances of being attacked by a shark? Like every question on the exam, it's worth 10 marks. So, like the question tells us, it is on the Shark Attack article. Just make sure, it sounds like a silly thing that you wouldn't do, but just make sure you are reading the right article in the exam and you are reading the part they want you to read. Remember, the only real question in the exam that they're going to ask you for point, evidence, explain is the how question. This isn't the how question, so we're probably going to be looking at a point, evidence question. So let's quickly read through this article. If you don't want to hear me read it, then feel free to pause. Shark attack. Every year, around 100 shark attacks on humans are reported worldwide. About 1 in 6 of these attacks is fatal, although this figure varies depending where in the world the attack takes place. So, for example, if you're attacked by a shark off the coast of the USA, you have a much greater chance of surviving than if you're attacked off the coast of South Africa or Australia. Since records have been kept, the United States has recorded the highest number of shark attacks, but the highest number of fatal shark attacks has been off the coast of Australia. If you're swimming in an area where there may be sharks, it's sensible to swim at beaches where there are lifeguards who are there to check on your safety. You should avoid swimming alone because larger groups of people may discourage a shark from attacking. Don't go in the water at dawn or dusk. This is feeding time for sharks when they are most active, and they are also harder to spot. Lifeguards look for signs of sharks in the area. Stay close to the shore where sharks are less likely to be swimming, and if necessary, you can be easily reached. Last year, a shark, said to have been up to 5 metres long, killed a swimmer near a popular New Zealand beach. Police Inspector Sean Routine said the swimmer was about 200 metres offshore when the shark attacked. Keep away from river mouths because sharks tend to collect in these areas. It is sensible also to avoid waters contaminated by sewage because sharks enjoy swimming in these areas. There are more than 360 species of sharks, but only a small number of these will attack humans. The largest shark is the whale shark, which can grow up to 14 metres long, but feeds only on plankton and is no danger to humans. The shark responsible for most human deaths is the great white shark. This shark is called a blue pointer shark in South Africa, where it is responsible for many fatal attacks. It grows to an average length of 3 metres. Next to the great white shark, the shark responsible for most human deaths is the tiger shark. Tiger sharks will eat just about anything they can catch alive and are nicknamed the dustbins of the sea. A shark will generally only attack humans if it mistakes them for a seal. Another reason they may attack a human is to protect their territory. If you are swimming in an area where there may be killer sharks, there are some precautions you can take, although you can never be completely certain they won't attack. It is important that you don't go swimming if you have an open wound. Sharks are attracted by the smell and taste of blood and may attack you. You should also take off any jewellery before getting in the water because sharks can confuse it with fish scales and attack you. When you are swimming where there may be sharks, try to avoid splashing so as not to alert sharks to your presence. Move away if you see a large group of dolphins and seabirds because they eat the same food as sharks. If you spot a shark, do not act aggressively. Simply get out of the water as calmly and as quickly as possible. Sometimes a shark may attack people because it's simply curious. On no account should you ever touch a shark if you see one, however tempted you may be. If you take these precautions, you can greatly reduce your chances of being attacked. There you go. So the question again then, according to that article, what can a person do to reduce the chances of being attacked by a shark? So I would go through most of the time and just try to highlight the key things how to answer these questions. If you don't want to use highlighter, that's fine. Just for me and for other people, it just seems to be an easy way of spotting things out. So all I've done is gone through and I've highlighted the reasons that what a person can do to reduce the chances of being attacked. So I've said it depends where in the world the attack takes place. I put it's sensible to swim at beaches where there are lifeguards. You should avoid swimming alone because large groups of people may discourage a shark from attacking. Another reason is don't go in the water at night. Stay close to the shore where sharks are less likely to be swimming. Keep away from river mouths because sharks tend to collect in these areas. It is sensible to avoid waters contaminated by sewage because sharks like that. Don't go swimming if you have an open wound. You should also take your jewellery off before getting into the water. Try to avoid splashing. Move away if you see a large group of dolphins or seabirds. If you spot a shark, don't act aggressively. Get out of the water as quickly as calmly as possible. On no account should you ever touch a shark, like anyone would ever actually want to touch a shark. So all I'm basically doing is picking out the information for the question, how to avoid being attacked by a shark. Okay. Here are the answers in the mark scheme that you could have had. Do not swim in the areas. Swim at beach patrolled by lifeguards. So basically, if you want to pause and have a read, but these are basically the things that we've looked at and highlighted already. So here's a 10 out of 10 answer for how to reduce being attacked by a shark. You'll pretty much notice that all it is the points that we've highlighted put into a paragraph. So let's quickly read through. So to reduce the chances of being attacked by a shark, you should avoid swimming alone because larger groups of people will discourage a shark from attacking. Do not go in the water at dawn or dusk because this is a shark's feeding time and they're also harder to spot. The sharks are less likely to come close to shore. This will reduce attacks. That doesn't quite make sense, but they've got their point. Stay away from river mouths because sharks tend to collect in these areas. Furthermore, avoiding contaminated waters and sewage because sharks enjoy swimming in these areas. To reduce chances even more, never go swimming with an open wound. To reduce your risk, take any jewellery off because sharks confuse with fish scales. If you're swimming and there are sharks near, do not splash. It is sensible to move away if you see a large group of dolphins or seabirds as they eat the same food. If there is a shark near you, do not touch it. So you'll notice this is a 10 out of 10 answer, good, perfect answer for this question. And you'll notice all the ticks are basically quotes. All this question is 10 quotes, 10 pieces of information taken from the text to answer the question. So there is no explanation, so don't waste your time in this question doing an explanation because they're not interested in what the writer is suggesting or implying or anything like that. All they're basically asking you is to retrieve information from the text for this question about how to reduce the chances of being attacked by a shark. The examiner, in the little red square, the examiner has said about this question, or this answer, a clear answer which makes valid comments based on appropriate detail from the text. The candidate works methodically through the text, making a number of points. Mark awarded 10. So it's 10 out of 10, and all the examiner is saying that the person's picked up all the points, they've gone from top to bottom in the article and picked out the answer to the question. So there you go. So pretty simple question 2. Just try to remember the how question is the only one really where you're going to do point, evidence, explain. All the other questions is sort of just picking stuff out from the text. Good luck in your exam on June the 7th.